Hey guys, welcome to Beyond Chaotic's Kitchen. I'm going to be making some rice and beans today. Okay, I already have a pot with some olive oil being preheated. This is the oil that I'm going to be using. I would say I put less than a half a cup, okay, because I like my rice moist and this usually helps it out. Okay, so now that my extra virgin olive oil is hot, I have some sofrito here. I have some sofrito here that I made, right? You see it? See how good this look? It have garlic. It has some of everything in there. Herbs. Okay, I take two. Okay, guys. Now I can talk since, you know, this sizzle done calm down. I take 2 heaping spoons of the sofrito, right? This is where all the flavor is, okay? I also have 2 tablespoons of GOYA ABDOBO seasoning. I like to put that in there as well, okay? I put everything at once. I also have 1 pack of ham flavored, right? It's pork, GOYA. This is optional. You don't have to use this, but I like a smoked taste in my Spanish rice. Okay, guys, so I add all my seasonings now. All right, okay, I have a pack of SAZON. See the color up here, orange? I use this one here. Okay, I also have another pack of SAZON from GOYA, but you see the color? It's more of a vibrant yellow. Just give it flavor too. I use 1 of each. That's it. I like to mix that in. And listen, have this on high heat. Okay? Have this on high heat. Okay, we're going to keep it high until I add the rice. Okay, we're going to mix that all and get some flavors in, right? Okay. I also have some tomato paste, right? Spanish style. I like to use, see that? I use a spoon because I don't want to use too much. Let's give it a little bit. See that? 2 spoons, teaspoons. Mix that in. I still got it on high heat, guys. And then I turn it all the way down to low. Right? But we ain't there yet. So we're going to put that like that. Let that fry a little bit. I have my red beans. Okay? I'm going to put that in there now. Okay, let's saute these beans. Give these beans some flavor. Okay, we're gonna give these beans some flavor. Yes. Let that roast in a little bit. See that? Give them beans flavor. Okay. Let that simmer. Let that simmer. So I have a total of 3 cups of rice, right? Washed and cleaned and ready to go. So I'm going to have 2 cups of water. Okay, you see that sizzling? Okay, let's add this rice. Okay, now let's get this rice coated. Guys, I like to use this flipping spoon because I don't like to smash anything. I don't use a spoon. Sometimes I use a fork, but I like this little spatula I have here to flip. I like to flip my rice. Okay, you see I'm flipping it? Just keep flipping it, guys. Right? So I like to fry the rice just a little bit before adding the water. This keeps the flavor in your rice. Trust me. Okay, you see my rice turning a nice color? This is the color I want for my Spanish rice, okay? Look, they're still on high heat, guys. The flame is still on high heat. All right, you see that? You see that nice color? That's what we're looking for. Look at that. It looks like it's cooked already, right? It's not. Look. Okay, so we want to let this stay on high heat. Let it fry. Let it simmer in a little bit, right? Okay, when it feel like it's a little sticking, then I'm gonna add the water. Okay, once you feel that sticking, once you feel the rice sticking to this pan, you're gonna add that water. But right now, what I'm doing is bringing out the flavors into the rice. So you don't have to season the rice too heavy, all right, guys? Because you're bringing the flavor out by keeping it all in while it's simmering, okay? But you want to season your rice to your taste. We don't like to use too much seasoning, but you know, the SAZON, the ham that have a smoked taste, and a little bit of adobo has salt and all that. So this is just about right. You see that? See how this fried rice looks? It looks like it's fried rice, right? But it's not. It's going to be some Spanish rice with Spanish flavors. That SOFRITO gave it that Spanish flavor with all the herbs and everything in there. You see that? I even had a little tomato paste up in here. See? It's going to be delicious. Now, this is extremely hot because the flame, guys, is still on high heat. So now, I'm going to add the water. You see that, guys? All right, now let me give this a turn. It's still on high heat, right? You see that? You want the water to be over the rice, just a little inch over the rice, okay? Excuse me if I didn't say that correctly, but you want the water to go over the rice just a little. Okay? You see that? That all got flavor, baby. That all got flavor. Yes, okay? So you see that's still on high heat. You see how it's sizzling? Now it's time to turn it all the way down, depending on your stove, right? You're going to turn it all the way down to low. Like as if it's not even on, okay, guys? All right? So I'm going to give it one more flip, okay? One more flip. But let me tell you how we're going to cook this rice. It's on low. It's like it's not even on now, right? We're going to cover it with some aluminum foil. Okay? Cover this with aluminum foil. And I'm going to place my top over this. I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to flip this aluminum foil over properly, okay? You see this? You see how it's all, you see this, guys? It's wrapped, okay? See? Just wrapped. All right, so now we're going to let this cook. This is going to take us about a good, I'm going to say 15 minutes, maybe less. I'm going to show y'all the aftermath. All right, it's been cooking for a good 5 minutes. Now I'm going to take the top off, okay? We're going to flip. Okay, we're going to flip this. We're going to keep flipping. Okay? You see the water is drying out. You see that? And it's steaming. This is on low. It's like you're not even cooking. There's no flame burning. Okay? Basically. Alright? But what you're doing is flipping. We don't want to stir rice. We don't want to smash up the rice. We want to flip. Okay? Flip this rice. Okay, guys? I'm going to give this another 5 minutes. Okay? And then I'm going to plate this so y'all can see. But I'm not only cooking the rice and peas. Excuse me, rice and beans, alright? I always say peas because I'm using peas most of the time. But I have beans on hand. So, we got rice and beans. I have some water boiling here. I also have 2 cups of vinegar. I'm going to place this in the water. I'm going to be boiling some belly fat, okay? So I can prepare it to fry it. All right, we're going to boil that. Okay, this is some belly fat. I like to pre-boil it first and then fry it so I can have some crispy pork belly. Okay, so we're going to boil that. Let this finish pre-cooking. And we'll move forward, guys. Okay, this is the second round that I'm going to be removing the top, okay? You see, it's getting more thicker. Rice getting more fluffy. It's almost ready, okay? Alright. We're gonna put the top on one more time. We're not turning anything up. It's gonna stay on low heat with the aluminum foil still placed on it. Okay, we back to the belly fat. It's pre-boiling. You see all that filth all on this belly, pork belly, right? We want to boil this down, get all that dirt off of this, and then I rinse it again, you know, and some lemon juice. But right now we have the water and some vinegar that this belly fat is boiling in. Okay, the vinegar also going to help tenderize the belly fat, so once I fry it, it'll, you know, be crispy and tender. Okay, so let's keep boiling this to get this dirt off of this meat. Okay guys, so now I'm gonna open it up for the third time. All right, the rice is done. I'm gonna plate this and show y'all. Okay, and even give y'all a taste. Okay, all right guys. Yes, you see that fluffiness? Look. Okay. All right. You hear that sound? That's my belly pork. Belly pork. Ah, listen, that's my pork belly. Okay, steaming and running over, messing up my stove. Okay, so this is the rice, guys. All right, but I'm gonna show y'all. Let it finish drying out. You know, you're gonna stay covered. Stove is off. It's just sitting here. Okay, now we back to the pork belly. You see all that filth? Okay, this is ready to get rinsed off, and I'm gonna clean this with some lemon juice. Okay, I have some of this lemon juice right here. We're gonna rinse this off, get all this mess off of here, and then I'm gonna poke some holes in this meat to tenderize it. Okay, so we can fry it. And when you poke holes into the skin, what it do is help give the skin more texture and make it more crispier. Trust me, it'll be enjoyable. Let's go. Okay guys, the pork belly is clean. I used the lemon juice like I said. Okay, and now I'm going to poke some holes and tenderize the skin. Okay, get them holes in there, get it in that meat. You see it? It's tough, but let me show you, it's not gonna be tough once it's finished cooking and frying. You see that? You wanna get them holes up in there. You see this? Get some holes up in there. Ah, I lost one piece of meat, right? But it's okay. My counter clean. So look, look. I'm gonna rinse it off again, the meat, with some more lemon juice after I finish. Okay, tenderizing this meat. Poking a few holes. You see this? You can see the little fine holes in there, right? It's good to get the skin. This skin gonna be so nice and crispy. You're gonna love it. Okay, let's finish poking these holes into all this meat, and then we're gonna rinse it off one more time, and then we're gonna pre-season it. Not too much, because pork already have salt. Pork already have a lot of salt. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is just finish poking this out. All right, now it's time to season it. I'm gonna use SAZON for this too. Okay, guys. Sprinkle that SAZON on this, because all this is a Spanish dish right here that I'm making. Okay, I'm gonna use my other packet here. Okay, get that all on here. See, nice. Let's flip this a little bit, and I'm gonna mix it after. Right, I'm gonna get my hands up in here. I got some pepper. I don't really like to use salt. Okay, so what I do is I use mustard. Mustard is the trick. Okay, I'm not gonna even lie to you. We use mustard as a seasoning when we doing fried chicken. Okay, not fish or anything, no seafood, but when you frying pork or some chicken, we're gonna use this. So look, you see me putting that on there? Let me tell you, you add this. Got some mustard there. Now let me flip around this stuff. Let's get that all coated up. Mustard do the trick, guys. Trust me. Let me tell you something. Like I said, my husband is the fryer, okay? He gonna fry this, all right? Because he do good with frying and things like that. But let me tell you something. That's our trick. Some mustard. Mustard. But if you got high tolerance level for salt, then yeah, add your little onion powder, garlic powder, and adobo, SAZON, Lawry's, all that salt that you want to add, right? But again, y'all season to taste. But what we do, we just add that mustard. We add some GOYA SAZON, and we just add a little bit of that pepper, right, guys? All right, let me wash my hands. But this is how it's gonna look. Okay, you see that? It's seasoned. That mustard stretched that little pepper and our little SAZON, okay? Yeah, that's it. Now let's get the frying. Again, you know, the meat is seasoned. Okay, I like things the old school way, so I ain't gonna try to be fancy with all the fancy accessories, right? I got that bag that my mama used to get. Put that flour in, and we gonna toss that meat up in here, okay? So let's get started. All right. All right, so we ain't got time to waste. I know your mother used to do the same thing. Put all that little chicken wings up in a bag and start to shake it. But y'all feel since we on YouTube, you know, and we want to be perfect on the internet, we ain't going to still bring back the old school days. But see, listen, we going to shake this up. And again, I like to use flour on my pork belly. A lot of people don't, right? And you don't have to. I do it because I want that extra crispy pork belly. But most of the time, when you don't want that flour, and you know, we on our little diet or whatever, and we don't want that extra carbs, you could put them in the oven and let it roast. And trust me, it will crispy up just as if you was putting it in a fryer. All right? So look, shake, shake, shake. We're going to shake, shake, shake. Now, let me show you something. But again, like I said, you do not have to use flour at all. Okay? I like this so I can have that extra crispy pork, okay? Do not, I like to repeat stuff, okay? So you're gonna get used to me repeating shit. Excuse my language, okay? Well, I'm lying. Don't excuse my language because I wouldn't say it in the first place, right? But listen, I like to use the flour for the extra crispy again, just in case you didn't catch it the first time. Because I know me, when I used to look at YouTube videos, well, I still do, you know, and I gotta keep it rewinding to hear what people saying. No, so I'm gonna repeat it for you. You do not have to use the flour. All right, you can put it in the oven, or you can fry it in the oil without the flour. It all will do the same thing. It will come out the same way, okay? So let me get these big pieces out of here, and we're gonna put this in the hot oil. Okay, guys, we ready to start putting the meat in the oil. My husband is here. He's taking over. Say hi to the people. Guys? Okay, he said, hey guys. So now he's gonna start frying. I always put the frying in his, you know, put the bowl in his court when it's time to fry. Okay, we don't want to overcrowd the pot because we like to get it frying without it, you know, cooling down. Okay, so let this do its thing, and we're gonna flip it over in a minute. Okay, it's time to flip, guys. You see that? Look at that. Again, you can put it in the oven. You don't have to have this pork belly touch no oil, and it will come out the same way as if you frying it in cooking oil, guys. Look at that. Let's get this plate together, all right? Let me show you the plate now. I took up enough of your time. Y'all guys, you're gonna see this plate, and I'm gonna try to feed y'all a little bit. Let's go.